This is the introduction to a series of teaching videos made with those in mind that come new into the field of clinical cancer drug development, clinical trials. My name is Johannes Wolf. I was told that we need an introduction, and here it is. Truth be told, if I was to watch that, I would skip over it and listen to the first lecture instead. This is a series of 8 YouTube videos aimed to explain Kaplan-Meier curves. It is recorded in February 2024 and brought to you by Oncology Consulting Wolf LLC, a business that is licensed in the great state of Washington. The company is solely responsible for the content of all 8 videos. The table of contents starts with the introduction that you are listening to right now. The first real important video is about the Kaplan-Meier curve, what that is, when is it necessary, why is it necessary, and what is the basic of the concept to create this estimate. We then go over the different time to event endpoints, among which is PFS and OS. We go into reading the curves in the literature. I hope you will learn some things that you then see in these curves that you didn't see before. And then we come to a pearl for the advanced student, the PFS paradox. That video has created most of the clicks, but maybe that's because it is the shortest. After that, it is a bit more boring, but important. If you want to make the curves, we go over where to click to come to a curve. Excel and SPSS are the tools we're using, and then the Logrank test to compare those curves. And in the end, there is an exam. This exam goes with questions and answers. Now, if I was to look at a lecture series of 148 minutes, I would probably challenge the exam immediately, find out how much I know, and then pick the videos that I will watch afterwards. Introducing the speaker. I was born in a picturesque place in Germany called Heidelberg. Not going to tell you which year, but I will tell you that I was conceived in the same year as the first publication of the Kaplan-Meier estimate. It will come in the videos and in the exam. Now I live in the great state of Washington. Here you see the majestic Mount Rainier, but it was not a direct flight. Received an education for MD in Germany, became board certified as pediatric hematologist oncologist there, received a PhD title and habilitation, which is something that we don't have in the United States. We moved over the Atlantic Ocean 5 times. That's an uneven number. That's why we ended on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. I practiced in Germany, in Canada, and in the United States, in 7 hospitals, became faculty in 6 of them, became professor in 4 of them. I consider MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston my academic home. I then moved to the pharmaceutical industry, and I have worked in 5 different companies. Among those, I consider AbbVie my home in all that time. I have been passionate about cancer, taking care for patients, improving such care through solid research and teaching. That's why we're having these videos. This slide is made for patients. When I made these videos, I realized my patients will see them too. And I was somewhat uncomfortable because for the language of research, we speak in a way that I would have never spoken to a patient or a parent or relative of my patients, nor would I have allowed other people to do that. Because it may appear that we are just counting human lives without thinking what they are. These are Kaplan-Meier curves. And behind each of these steps down is a very unfortunate event in a human life, often an entire life, reflected in a little step down. There are also lives between the check marks, and the videos will explain what they mean. But the point here is we need to count those together. We need to use the Kaplan-Meier estimate method to get over the problem of censored data. If we don't do that, we can never learn which treatment is better than the other. But we will not forget that there were human lives behind each check marks, each step. And I can speak for my colleagues. They don't forget either. This is not just me. We are all like that. And the disclaimer slide. I have no sponsors. There is no conflict of interest. I am loyal to my previous employers and universities, and I would prefer not to have anything bad about them occur in public. But if there was something to be said, I wouldn't be shy. All the views expressed in here are my personal opinion. They're not influenced by anybody, and they're not paid by anybody. We don't have sponsors. Now, we wouldn't mind that. If anybody feels they should sponsor one of our video series, please go ahead. Let's talk. I made all the slides in this series, and the content of the videos is either from the public domain and then typically mentioned in the video with source, or far more common, made simply by me. Please feel free to share it. It is meant to be for everybody. The videos and slides contain drug names, brand names of software products and others. Those are not sponsored. They are on purpose as they're unavoidable for the teaching goals of those videos. There are also type errors and misspoken sentences. Those are not on purpose, but they're also unavoidable. Viewers may be advised to use multiple independent sources and not just look at one video series. Making or watching these videos does not constitute a physician-patient relationship. Who would have gotten to that idea? The videos contain general teaching, not medical advice. If anything appears as a personal medical advice to you, please disregard it. You're still here. I am impressed and honored. Maybe you want to help us even more. The simplest way to do this is to like, subscribe, and share and forward the videos. We count those clicks to compare the different videos. Even more informative are obviously comments. If you want to write something and if it's favorable, please make it be seen by everybody. We love that. If it's unfavorable, I still want to see it, but please don't just send me an email. Also, if there is anything you want us to make a video about, please let us know. We will make it if it's possible.